Good day, pupils. Welcome to our basic science class, basic 4. Today's topic, we are going to look at human body system, and we are talking about circulation in human body system. Now, let's move forward. The first thing we want to look at, what is our specific objective, meaning what do we intend to achieve in this lesson? At the end of this lesson, we want to be able to define circulation. What do we understand what we mean when we say circulation of bodies or blood circulation? Then we should be able to also identify the components of what circulatory system. We should also be able to identify the parts of heart. That is it, because heart is part of the components of circulation, so circulatory system. So let's move on. Now, the first thing is what? What is circulation? What do we mean when we say circulation? Circulation is the movement of blood and other materials around the body. The movement of blood and other materials around the body. Now look at the main word there, movement and round the body. These are the two main words, movement and round the body. So whenever a material moves round the body, we say this is what we call circulation. Now, there are types of circulations that we have. We have the first one, open circulation, and the second one, closed circulation. Now, when we say open circulation and closed circulation, open circulation is normally seen in the lower animals. Is the blood, whatever that is there is not really blood. The liquid that flows in, that carries things around the body, flows in an open system. Now, in closed system, the liquid that carries things around the body flows in an enclosed system. Now, the closed system is the type of circulation that we see in higher animals like we human beings. So we are going to be, what the circulation that we are going to discuss today is closed system. That is closed circulation. Now, in closed circulation, we have two types. We have the single circulation. In single circulation, blood goes to the heart only once. So once the blood goes to the heart once, it completes one circulation. Now we have another one that we call the double circulation. In double circulation, blood goes to the heart twice before we will say that we have completed one circulation. Now, simple circulation, single circulation is seen in animals such as fishes and other lower animals. Now, double circulation is found in human beings, like we have double circulation. It means that blood goes to our heart twice for us to complete one circulation. Now, let's go to circulatory system. Let's look at circulatory system. What do we mean by circulatory system? When we talk about circulatory system, we are looking at those organs that help in circulation. The organs that help in circulation. When we say that helps in circulation, we define circulation as the movement of blood and other material around the body. So when I say helps in circulation, I'm talking about those organs that help in the movement of blood and other materials around the body. The movement of blood and other materials around the body. Now, what are those organs? These organs are what we call the parts of circulatory system, or we call them the components of circulatory system. They include the heart, the blood vessels, and then the blood. So how many parts of circulatory system do we have? 3, and they are the heart, the blood vessels, and then the blood. The heart, the blood vessels, and then the blood. Now let's take them one by one. Let's go to the heart first. Today we are going to limit our lesson to the heart only. Our next lesson will talk about the blood vessels and the blood. Now let's look at the heart. The heart is the most powerful organ of the circulatory system. Without the heart, there will not be any circulation. So the heart is the most powerful organ of the circulatory system. Now, what is the function of the heart? The only function of the heart is to do what? To pump blood. The heart serves as a pump. It serves as a pumper. It pumps blood. That is the heart. That is what it does. You'll be hearing me. Now, the heart is divided into 4 chambers. We have four chambers of the heart. We have the two upper chambers, which we call the two upper atria, or in singular form we call it what? Atrium. And they are divided into the left atrium and the right atrium. Now we have the two lower parts, the two lower chambers, which we call the ventricle, and they are also divided into the left ventricle and the right ventricle. If you look at our diagram, you will see here we have the right atrium, here we have the left atrium, here we have the left ventricle, and here we have the right ventricle. Now they are divided by this. Look at this. If you look at this, you see they are divided by a wall. There is a wall dividing them, and that wall we call it the septum. The septum is what separates them into left and right, and that gives us four chambers of the heart. So when we open a heart, we will see four chambers of this heart. Now each pumping action of the heart is called a heartbeat. Each pumping action of the heart, we call it what? A heartbeat. This is the heart, the inside of the heart. Now each pumping action of this, we call it a heartbeat. This is the heartbeat. You see the heart beating. How does it work? You see it? Look at it. This is the right atrium. This is the left atrium. This is the right ventricle. This is the left ventricle. You will see the blood comes from this. This is one of the major arteries that we have. When we treat the blood vessels, you get to know each of them. Now the blood enters you see there are two styles of blood that we have. You see one is colored blue, one is actually red. When we get to the blood system, we will talk about why they are like this. One is called deoxygenated blood, the other one is what? Oxygenated blood. When we get to that, we know. Now when it comes from this place, it enters the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, from the right atrium, the valve will open and then it will enter the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, it will leave the heart and go to another place. Now it comes back to the heart again. Remember, we say it must come to the heart twice, because it's a double circulation. It comes to the heart twice. Now the first one goes to the left hand side, the second one goes to the right hand side. Now the first one will come from the left atrium, then it will enter the left ventricle. Now the second one will come from the right atrium, then it will enter the right ventricle. Now this is a right, here is called the right atrium. It enters to the right ventricle. This one comes from here, the left atrium. It enters to the left ventricle, and it goes like that. That is what we call a heartbeat. Now when the ventricle, let's look at how do the heart beat. When the ventricle contracts, the atrium relaxes. If you look at it here, this is the ventricle. Look at them, the two of them. The right, this is the left, and this is the right. When it contracts, you will see that this atrium and this atrium will relax. So when it contracts, it will push blood from here, and this valve, you look at this valve will open, and then the blood will flow out of the heart. Now when the ventricle contracts and the atrium relaxes, the blood flows out of the heart into the blood vessel that we call the aorta, and at the same time blood flows into the relaxed atrium. This we call it the systole. This contraction of the ventricle and the relaxation of the atrium, we call it the systole. Now there is also another thing that happens. A time will come, you will see, as you are looking at this, you will see the ventricle contracts, the blood leaves the heart. Then after, the atrium will contract, then the blood will enter the ventricle. Now when this happens, we call it the diastole. This is it. The two ways the heart beats. So we see this when you hold your, this is it. Look at this. This is the inside of your heart. This is what happens when your heart is beating. This is also the inside, the diagram of the internal part of the heart. This is the outside of the heart. Now we feel this heartbeat. How do we feel this heartbeat? When you touch your hand, look at this man touching his hand. When you touch your hand, you will feel this heartbeat. The heart beats. You will feel it. Once you touch your heart, you will feel it. Feel it. You can feel it. I'm touching my hand. You see the rings of your hand. You will feel this heartbeat. Now, this heartbeat is what leads to what we call the pulse. You feel it, and you feel that your heart is beating. It changes based on when you walk a lot, the pulse will increase. When you are relaxing, your pulse will reduce. Now, this is how the heart works. Remember I told you, for the heart to beat, there are two things that happens. First, the ventricle contracts and the atrium relaxes. And then when this happens, blood will flow out of the heart into a blood vessel that we call the aorta. And this is known as the systole. There is another one. When the ventricle relaxes, the atrium contracts. And when this happens, blood flows inside the heart, and this we call it the diastole. These are the two ways the heart works. Remember, we also say that the heart has how many chambers? 4 chambers. They are the left atrium and the right atrium, the left ventricle and the right ventricle. Thank you and God bless you until we meet again. Thank you. Have a nice day.